so today I'm going to do a reading with the original Lenormand deck. It's a reproduction of a wonderful Lenormand deck that I wrote a review for, and you can see that review at the URL below. And let's give it a test drive. So I'm going to ask a question that was asked of me, which said, will Eli and I ever become an exclusive couple again? Will we ever get back together and become an exclusive couple? So let's take a look at that. So since this is a woman, what I'm going to do is look through the deck until I find, there she is, the woman card. Let's turn her around. So I'm going to take 3 cards from each side without moving their positions. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to put them down so you can see them in that order. And what we have here is the letter, the fish, the fox. There's our woman card, which is like a significator. The mountain, the clouds, and the key. I'm going to draw one more card because it seems to be a really strange ending, and I'll explain why in a second. 2 more cards. Okay, so that kind of tells me something. Okay, so I added to it the tower and the mouse. And the tower in Lenormand is not the same as the tower in tarot. And I'm asking these 2 cards to explain to me what this card means, and we'll see that in a minute. So basically the cards on the left are what is in the past of this woman whose name begins with N, and in her past it seems like there were messages, there was abundance, and something sneaky happened, something came in, there was something that took away from the abundance of the relationship. So the fox is something that happens that is not necessarily for the highest interest of a relationship. So that takes away. You can see he's ready to go after the rooster there. So it may even have happened in a message that she received, that she saw it somewhere, but basically something did take away from it. But whatever ended the relationship didn't seem to just phase out. It's almost like either money or a job could have taken away. But in general, because it starts with the letter, the message seems to be that somebody's gone. It may be that he has another person too in his life because of the fox card. Now, what's in the future for N is we've got the mountain, which is a long road climbing uphill, an obstacle, paired with the clouds. That means that muddled head, not being able to be thinking straight in the head. She may have difficulty sorting things out. And then the key card comes up, which is like the great aha moment. And I asked what the great aha moment was, because this can often be the answer to something, and these 2 cards being negative made me wonder how it ended up with a positive card. That's why I draw these 2. The 2 I got were the tower and the mouse. And the tower card can mean, of course, job or establishment. And that also is a nod back to the fish here, which is money. So this may have to do with money as well, or job taking time away. But I also see this could be solitude, and this could be negative, something taking away from. So I almost get that this key card suggests that, because we're ending in the mouse here too after defining this, is that something will take away from her feeling alone. But because all this comes up, is because if they were to continue a relationship, it would be very muddled and confusing and not a very rewarding one. It's almost like that's what she has to learn through this, is does she really want to go back to that, because it would not be different than what she experienced. And there is the element of something cheating away from the relationship, taking away from it, as well as here. But it seems like if she were to continue it, this is what she can expect. Confusion, depression, upset, going uphill. It's not really an easy ride. That's the lesson that she has to learn, as well as here. This also may mean that with the mice taking away from her solitude, is that her dwelling on him may be making her more, giving her more solitude, maybe taking away from the rest of her life, or taking away from her solitary experience where she could be looking for somebody else. It's kind of diminishing where she is now. So that's what the Lenormand has to say. So I would say overall, this speaks to either no, not returning, or yes, returning, but not liking where you are and starting to figure it out, taking it away. It's almost like she could take it away on her own and make herself go solo at the next venture. She figures it out. And that's our sample reading.